Hey everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. My name is Tony. I hope you're doing well. It is Saturday, April 20th. I have some very bullish news to share with you guys. Let's take a look at the market here. Bitcoin currently at $5,343. Looks like we're on our way to 5,400. However, if you look at Bitcoin's dominance, it's pretty high, so we may be due for a pullback, a small correction. Ethereum currently at $174 and XRP close to 33 cents. So like I said, we could hit $5,400 by tomorrow, Sunday, but let's see how things progress. But we continue to see that upward trend, which is a great sign. I certainly think the market is turning bullish. We are certainly not in a bull market yet, but these things happen in phases. And I have some, like I said, very bullish news to share with you guys. So Demenster, who is the founding partner at Adamant Capital, has released their report highlighting that Bitcoin is in heavy accumulation. And this accumulation is happening amongst the institutions, because we know a lot of retail investors have left the market since the last bull run up. Many who entered at the wrong time, bought high, and of course, many ran scared when the price started going down, not understanding market cycles. And here's what the tweet said. In under 24 hours, over 7,000 investors worldwide read our report online, and over 2,500 downloaded the PDF. Check out Bitcoin in heavy accumulation here. So we have a link to the full document here, as you can see. And by the way, guys, I'm going to give you the highlights, but I'm going to put a link in the description so you can go read it. I highly recommend you read it. These are a lot of stats and studies that are being done, and the data is put together here, and I'm certainly in agreement with it. Now, to give you some background, Adamant Capital did this type of report going back to since 2012, and they have been pretty accurate with highlighting the accumulation phases and when the market cycles and the dumps and so forth. So let me give you the introduction here. We pride ourselves in having published 2012 and 2015 Bitcoin reports during what we perceived as periods of significant undervaluation. Hence the report happening now that they believe Bitcoin's undervalued. Each report was issued when Bitcoin was down more than 80% from all-time highs. Now at 75% below its 2017 all-time high, we believe the current bear market represents an exceptional opportunity for value investors. During this accumulation phase, we expect for Bitcoin to trade in a range of 3,000 to 6,500 until the new bull market permanently cements the denarian cryptocurrency as a multi-trillion-dollar asset class. What have I been saying, guys? This is the birth of a new asset class, and it starts with crypto, and then leading into digital assets, and then we're going to go into the token economy, where everything's going to be tokenized on the blockchain. And of course, we've started seeing some of that, of digitalized stocks, real estate being tokenized, and so forth. Now, let me share the highlights from the report, and once again, you guys can read the full report. I'll put a link in the description. Blockchain analysts suggest Bitcoin whales are now accumulating. This comes as no surprise. Why? I've been sharing a lot of the facts and news with you guys. Circle, over-the-counter, Cumberland, and so forth have seen increased volumes year over year. Buying, a lot of the institutions are buying over-the-counter. And we also saw recently, if you guys have been subscribed to the channel, I reported on this, institution increased their Bitcoin longs by 88% just over the price rally that we saw, the Black Swan event that took place earlier in March, guys. Or I should say not March, the beginning of April. And going long means that they are expecting the price to go higher. A short would mean that you're expecting the price to go lower. So this data was backed up by the CFTC's report. So this is not someone randomly pulling this out of the air. This was from actual data from the CFTC. So the longs are in at record numbers, showing that these institutions and so forth have an optimistic outlook, looking ahead at that the price will go up. So let me give you the other highlights. Significant parallels with the 2014-2015 bear market have emerged. So similar patterns. Markets move in cycles. Remember that. Hodlers almost break even with estimated aggregate losses of $3 billion. That's no surprise. I think everyone here, depending on when you bought, for most likely your portfolio is down right now. Recent volatility lows suggest retail apathy, market bottoming. I personally believe the market has bottomed. There are others like Tone Vays and some of the bears who believe we could go further down. Is it possible? Sure. Is it likely? I don't think so, but I could be wrong, right? Because like I said, there's always the random factor of maybe a manipulation and a whale coming in and dumping on the open market, right? To maybe buy low, and maybe that whale has shorts open, right? That's a possibility. Demand shocks still possible from exchange hacks, minor capitulation. So there's FUD. They're essentially talking about FUD, right? Things happening, maybe exchange gets hacked, or someone says that China is going to destroy Bitcoin, or something like that, right? And then all of a sudden the market reacts. But let's hope not. But that is something that's still a possibility. Bitcoin's secular bull market is supported by strong fundamentals. So that's the highlights. But like I said, you guys can read it in detail. But this is a very well put together, thought out report. It has a lot of statistics and shows the historical patterns. So I think I'm certainly in agreement with a lot of what's said in here. But guys, after what I saw this, and you guys remember when I did the video, when I saw the longs were opened by institutions and they were up 88%. That was right there was the catalyst for me to say, oh, okay, that's it. Bear market. The price has bottomed out, and we are going to transition to the bull market. Now, like I said, that doesn't happen overnight. It happens in phases. But the market, it's looking healthy right now, and we see the big money coming in, building out the infrastructure. We see the governments are currently in many different countries looking to establish regulations. So the future of this market is very bright, and I can't wait for the next bull run, guys. It's going to be huge because you have institutions and you also have many exchanges globally. And I've always talked about the last bull run, Binance, Coinbase, many of these others had to shut registrations off. They couldn't handle the volume. That's not going to happen this time. Those companies have improved their servers, and their whole setup, and also there's tons of exchanges now, and with fiat on-ramps. So no more having to go buy Bitcoin and then use it to buy other altcoins, right? You can go directly fiat to your local currency in many countries, guys. So this thing is setting up nicely, and I think if we are patient enough, we will make some really good returns. Now, moving ahead, speaking of big money, ING, many of you know about ING. ING Bank is bringing Bitcoin Bulletproofs to private blockchains. This is very interesting. ING's blockchain team is testing a privacy technology called Bulletproofs, the latest in a series of seemingly unlikely cypherpunk experiments at the Netherlands-based global bank. Developed and refined by hardware cryptographers at Stanford University, University College London, and startup Blockstream, Bulletproofs are designed to hide the amounts being transferred in Bitcoin transactions. This is interesting. I have not heard about this, which are normally visible to anyone. But banks have privacy concerns about blockchains too, since they don't want to expose competitive or sensitive client data for rivals. One early solution was the zero knowledge proofs, ZKPs, a way of proving possession of a secret without revealing the secret itself. Over the past year or so, ING has explored ZKP variants such as range proofs, where the hidden number is proven to be within a certain range, and a zero knowledge set membership, where alphanumeric data can be validated within a specific set. Wow, guys, the fact that a bank and an investment bank like ING is doing this shows you where we're headed, right? I've always posed the question or the thought, these people are not investing their time and money into something that what some would call a fad or a Ponzi scheme. This is a disruptive technology. It is the future. And I hope you guys see what is happening here, the bigger picture. There's so many things being built here as far as the infrastructure for this new asset class. And the fact that these guys are looking to build what's called the bulletproofs here to hide some transactions that they may want to, based on what they're doing, is very, very interesting. So let's see how this pans out. But this is interesting, guys. Very interesting. Now, I wanted to let you guys know about this. So apparently, Tone Vays today held a debate. Has Bitcoin bottom? And it was essentially 3 bears versus 3 bulls, and Tone being a bear, of course, and he's one of the guys who believes the price will go down. But here are the takeaways. And Willy Woo, who was part of the debate here, tweeted the following: "Is the bottom in? Final figures. Percentage probability Bitcoin has bottom. Bulls. Murad Mahmoudov, 75% believe yes. He's 75 percentage why he believes it has. David Peel, 80%. Willy Woo, 95%. The Bears, Tone Vays, says 40%. Venzen here says 39%. And Tyler Jenks says 20%. But Tone Vays, his percentage is pretty high, actually, which is surprising. But it's battle of bull and bears. But the big fact that I'm looking at here is that institutions open their longs on Bitcoin, guys. And obviously, we're talking a lot about Bitcoin, but there's other coins in the market. But no coin has decoupled from Bitcoin. So that's why I'm highlighting Bitcoin, because the market moves as Bitcoin moves. Even if people in specific communities try to silo specific altcoins, everything is following Bitcoin right now. Now, with the exception of Binance, buy the Binance token, and we kind of know why, right? Because that one, there's a lot of incentives, and it's the hot thing right now, and Binance is forcing some folks to use it. So there's some things happening there, which it's not illegal, but it's maybe not ideal the way it's being done. But Binance coin being the outlier here. Now, speaking of big money and crypto going mainstream, Serena Williams, tennis star, right? Tennis legend here, has put Bitcoin and crypto back in the mainstream spotlight with Coinbase investment. So she shared this on Instagram, where she had started a venture capital firm called Serena Ventures. And one of the clients, or I should say one of the investments, is Coinbase. Do you see where we're headed here, guys? You have hedge funds, investment firms, venture capitals, and so forth. They are diversifying. They're putting their money in crypto. What did we hear about as well? A lot of these endowments, Harvard, Yale. We heard about pensions, guys, police pensions, and all kinds, putting money into crypto because it is the new asset class. And it's only going to continue to grow, because we are very early and there's a lot of money to be made in this market, but patience is the key. And that's where the average Joe many times does not have patience. Going back to the Advent report here, where they talked about hodlers, right? And the smart money are the ones who accumulate. They buy low, sell high. While dumb money, I hate to use the word dumb, but that's the terminology. They buy at the wrong time and they get burned, right? They get wrecked. So if you're here and you're holding, and you bought at certain prices and so forth, and you understand where we're headed, you're part of the smart money group. Finally, guys, this one is big. British Virgin Islands bolsters emergency plan with crypto wallet. Guys, this is so huge. Essentially, they're creating an emergency fund, and part of it, you can have an emergency fund with fiat, right? Or maybe gold, or some oil reserves or something like that, right? Who knows? Or some precious commodity. But they're saying, hey, we're going to build an emergency fund with crypto. This is so big. So an official announcement from the British Virgin Islands says that the island protectorate has entered a partnership with a blockchain company. The company, LifeLabs, makes a wallet and has a token called Life on the Ethereum blockchain. I'm big on Ethereum. The wallet supports Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the firm's own crypto tokens. The partnership mainly regards the facilitation of emergency funding for the British Virgin Islands, as well as payments between islands. So you have reserves, right? The emergency fund, but also we're sending payments between the islands. This is huge. And Andrew Fahey, Premier and Minister of Finance for the British Virgin Islands, says it's the utmost importance that our citizens receive immediate and proportional response in the midst of emergencies. LifeLabs' innovative financial technology comes at a pivotal time for our people and our economy, while the memory of the recent natural disasters remains fresh in our minds. Wow, guys, think about this. These islands and these smaller countries could certainly do this, because especially they're in the hurricane areas, right, where they're hit by hurricanes, and many times they have to wait for, if they're British Virgin Islands, part of kind of like Puerto Rico in the U.S., they're looking for aid and help. Well, they can put a part of that into crypto and have that grow over time, and that could be an emergency fund. Wow. Imagine other countries doing this, guys, and stockpiling crypto and transacting with it. Man, I'm already bullish on crypto. This makes me like uber bullish. Like, that's it. I don't. There's no doubt what is going to happen here, guys, and it's the writing is on the wall. This is amazing. This is not getting too many headline items here, but this is huge. You're talking about these little countries and islands and so forth, and they're going to build emergency funds with crypto and send money between each other. I mean, come on. And if they remember, it's a reserve, it's a emergency fund. So what are they doing? Buying and hodling. They're keeping it, and that's part of why they partner with LifeLabs. This is huge, guys. This is huge. The adoption is happening slowly but surely. And expect more islands and smaller countries who don't have, let's say, a lot of a high GDP or a lot of precious resources that they can do in trade and earn all types of revenue. I absolutely believe they're going to start doing this. And if you guys recall, I had reported on it a couple of days ago. Afghanistan and 2 other countries are looking to do Bitcoin bonds. They told the IMF. So that's a bonding. Governments issue bonds as a way for them to raise funds. See where we're headed here, guys? Man, anyway, what do you guys think about this news? I think this is massive. It should be making bigger headlines than it is, but it's a beautiful thing to see. I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. And thank you to my Patreon supporters, and I'll talk to you guys later.